On my journey to become a champion, one of the major life lessons that I learned was to be coachable. To be coachable. One of the major life lessons that I learned on my journey to become a champion, a multi-time All-American, NCAA All-American, high school national champion, junior world team member, etc., was to be coachable. Now, coaches are unique. If you know anything about high-level coaches, great coaches, coaches are unique. And to be coachable, we can talk about it on a couple of different levels. Initially, a coach is going to teach you techniques, is going to teach you drills, is going to put you through a number of drills. So to be coachable, you have to listen. You have to pay attention to when the coach is talking, when the coach is teaching, to not be distracted, to follow the instructions of what the coach is sharing. If you don't understand what the coach is sharing, let him know I have a question. Let her know I have a question. If you don't get it the first time, don't be afraid to tap the coach and say, I didn't get it. Can you explain that again? Because being coachable will help you win. So to be coachable, you have to execute what the coach is showing you. You have to perform what the coach is teaching you. One thing about me is that a coach would show me a move on Monday. We'd practice it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday the meet would come. I'm punishing my opponent with that move. I'm pinning my opponent with that move. I'm scoring points on my opponent with that move that my coach just taught me. And you'll find that when a coach educates you and you catch on quick, that they'll show you more, the more advanced techniques, the more advanced drills, the finer points of various techniques and drills. So being coachable, pay attention. Additionally, again, coaches, the best coaches, they're so unique. They have their own philosophies, their own viewpoints, their own pet peeves, their own outlooks on how the game or the sport is done or to be played. So again, pay attention. Coaches are very unique and very different in that regard. So this lesson is not just a lesson for athletes, but it's also a lesson for parents. Parents, do your research on a coach. Ask people about them, see what their reputation is, not only of winning, but how they treat youth, the young people that they're working with, how they treat others, And if you decide to go with a coach, you have to trust that coach. If you decide that I'm going to hire this person or this person is going to be my child's coach, that means, you have to listen. The parents have to listen. If you decide that this child is going to be attached to this coach, then do your homework first. And if you make that decision, shut your mouth and let the coach do what the coach does. Now, some things, you'll never let a coach disrespect or, hurt your child or things like that. But again, if you disagree with the coach, well, you ask the coach in private. You don't disagree with the coach in public. So coaches and parental relationships are very important. I was recruited by colleges from all over the country. My father had a lot of questions for these coaches. I was very blessed to have great coaching from a young age at 6 all the way through high school and through college. Great names, Hall of Fame coaches, Jeff Buxton at Blair Academy, Leroy Smith at Arizona State University, Zeke Jones at Arizona State University. Mark Manning was my world team coach in 1997 when we went to Moscow, Russia. I've been blessed. And all of them are different. All of them are unique. and they have different philosophies, and coaches will, you know, hate to say, piss you off sometimes. Coaches are not to be your friends. They're not there to love you and to coddle you and to make you be comfortable. My father was also my assistant coach, and you know that had his ups and downs, smiles and frowns. But you have to be coachable if you want to win, and that translates over into life, because you'll go through training at your job, or trainings for certifications, trainings in school. And again, you have to be able to listen to what's being taught and to execute the things that you are being taught. So be coachable is one of the greatest lessons that I've learned. I have many stories how coaches would rough me up, how coaches would push me past my limits, how coaches would do all manner of things that I didn't always agree with, you know. But when it was all said and done and I was getting my hand raised, you know, that's the first person who I jump into their arms, you know, because coaches help you win. And if you want to win, and if you want to win on the highest levels, be coachable. The journey of a champion, the life lessons, be coachable.